It has been nothing but entertainment and winning football in this corner of the capital. But this will be their toughest test so far, in the words of Thomas Frank, to maintain that unbeaten home run. Brentford unbeaten inside these four walls this season, and they've been blowing away teams as they've done so, but they've never beaten Newcastle in the Premier League. They've won the last 5 times these sides have squared off. Carvalho has been told to be patient by Thomas Frank, who told him his time would come. That time comes today as he's in from the off, as Newcastle come forward. Longstaff strike crashes against the crossbar. Newcastle so nearly ahead inside the opening 2 minutes.
It's a decent bench for Newcastle, isn't it?
Lovely switch of play from Norgard to find Mbeumo, tiptoeing his way into the Newcastle box. And Mbeumo! Dazzling goal from Bryan Mbeumo. Brentford strike first, they strike early again. They just feel unbeatable here at the Gtech. Fantastic start for Thomas Frank's team.
It's a quality player, simple as that. I think Lewis Hall gives him a little bit too much room. And anytime when defenders put their arms down by their side immediately, it's never a good sign, because you lose balance. You're not able to shift your feet as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's a half-hearted attempt, comes inside into bodies, but he's created the angle enough, knowing he can curl it sort of back across the face of Nick Pope. Yeah, he's in the box. Joelinton can't foul him. They can't get enough quickly across. They can't get across quickly enough. That's a superb goal. Balanced, skill and technique to finish everything off.
Guimaraes looking to cross it, flicks through straight into the hands of Mark Flecken here in Brentford, as Guimaraes lovely touch on the edge of the area. Murphy just opens up for him here, and it's headed in by Alexander Isak. Newcastle draw level in no time at all, and it's another goal for Alexander Isak, who is red hot right now. Some start to this one. Brentford 1, Newcastle United 1. And we've had 2 already this afternoon, averaging nearly 5 goals a game here at the Gtech in the Premier League so far this season. Mbeumo driving at Newcastle once again, looking to find Carvalho. Catches it, but doesn't get enough on it. Straight forward for Nick Pope. Janelt also picking up a knock and depleting the options available to Thomas Frank in his midfield area. Great work from Lewis Potter, who skips past 3. Low ball in. Dan Burn with those long legs stretches out to get the ball out of harm's way. Isak, and he's come out on top here. Alexander Isak, the angle is tight. He goes around Flecken, it's still Isak, and he gave the opportunity for Flecken to recover. A wasted opportunity, having done so much right for Alexander Isak. So good in transition, but so too are Newcastle United. Coming forwards now, Isak pulls out wide. Barnes makes a move into the middle. Joelinton's in there, and it'll break for Bruno Guimaraes, just wide. Well, it's sat up so invitingly for him. As the wind blows our notes all over the gantry.
Yeah, I've been there, played non-league football and ended up in the top flight. I know how that feels.
Cheaply given away. Wissa, still Yoane Wissa, curled home sumptuously. It's a fabulous goal. It's another goal for Yoane Wissa. 9 for the season for him now as well, as this game takes its latest twist. That'll do very nicely for Thomas Frank and for Brentford. And in Yoane Wissa, they have a player who just cannot stop scoring.
To allow the other 2 to thrive. I mean, they've not done too bad so far, have they? 2 great goals.
2 wonderful goals. And Newcastle, though, on the front foot again here. Murphy pulls it back. Harvey Barnes. Still Harvey Barnes! 2-2! Well, he squeezed it in the far corner, and yet again Newcastle find a quick response to falling behind.
The ball is slightly misplaced. It's not a bad pass, actually. Yeah, just gathers it, drags it around into a shooting position. 1, 2, third one, past the goalkeeper.
Here's Harvey Barnes, and he's got a bit of room here in the ability to drive at Sepp van den Berg. He's a powerful runner, Harvey Barnes, and he's still going here. Murphy's header lands on top of the net.
He said it could be a tricky afternoon for the Newcastle left-back, and so it's proved so far.
Now here is Hall in a more advanced position and threading a very good ball forwards to find Harvey Barnes. Pinnock gets himself in the way. Here's Mbeumo. 1 goal away from getting into double figures for the season, as too is Yoane Wissa, who comes out on top there. Brentford players screaming forwards. Wissa plays it across goal, comes off Pope onto the post, and I don't think he knew a great deal about it. Pops it into Mbeumo. Lewis Hall gets a boot to it. Great work by Hall and Joelinton. Harvey Barnes working his way in from the touchline. Still Harvey Barnes. Barnes' strike not too far away. Igor the target. Ball runs through to Collins. Brentford back ahead. For the third time today they lead, striking from a set piece. Now this time, can they hold on to it?
Well, any time the ball bounces in and around your penalty box, almost right on the 18-yard line, you're in big trouble. And Collins reacts superbly to that, doesn't it? Yeah, a couple of... Yeah, sure misses it. He shouldn't do. That's poor defending. Dan Burn not quick enough to come across. Yeah, he's watching the ball. I suppose you have to until he's sort of getting to the ground. And Collins is on the move, anticipating like a good striker should. He's not, though. Number 22 makes it 3 for the home side. That's a cool finish. Seifert past Nick Pope.
Sent back in. Pope's made his mind up early, comes through the crowd. And now he's retreating sharply to his line as Wissa picks up possession. Still Wissa going for goal. Ferocious hit that got away from Nick Pope. Take them forwards. Mbeumo one-on-one with Lewis Hall. Wissa ahead of him. Wissa in possession, looking for the far corner. Nick Pope reaches out. Norgard steps in, and room now to advance for Yarmouk. Finds Wissa. Yoane Wissa looked to roll it across goal. Header well won. Breaks for Gordon. Isak, will he be able to bring it under control? He will, and he just lofts one to the back post. The header, though, over the top from Tonali. Gordon. One thought in mind as he goes into the box. Isak's scuffed effort breaks to Almiron, who couldn't control his strike. The Brentford fans were certainly making the officials aware that Kieran Trippier was trying to take that from far in advance of where it should have been. Loose touch by Tonali. Norgard and Mbeumo does well. Links up with Schade. Still Kevin Schade. Game over. It is another fantastic afternoon here at the Gtech for Brentford, who finally find the fourth to wrap this one up and put it on ice. No one can beat them here. A day of frustration for Newcastle United, but surely it is 3 points yet again here at home for Thomas Frank's Brentford.
Sharon, it's why you're able to just be that little bit fresh when an opportunity arises as attacking players.
Mistake by Nick Pope, whose goal is left wide open, and Mbeumo, the angle is tight, and back on the cover was Dan Burn sliding in. The afternoon could have got even better there for Brentford. Credit to Dan Burn. Trippier. Crowd calling for the final whistle. Simon Hooper must be listening. There it is, full time. Well, Thomas Frank said this would be the toughest test for Brentford here at home this season, but his players rise to the challenge. Brilliant game again here at the Gtech. It finishes Brentford 4, Newcastle United 2.